Joaquin Buckley versus Nursulton Ruziboev is happening. Who's actually going to win this fight? Well, before we talk about who's going to win this fight, let's take a look at their latest performances. And which Joaquin Buckley fought Alex Morono, in which Joaquin Buckley started off very fast, landed some great shots and kicks to control the whole entire fight, and Joaquin Buckley ended up taking it by decision.
For the winner, by unanimous decision, Joaquin!
After this, Joaquin Buckley went on to fight Vicente Luque, in which Joaquin's striking looked great in round 1 and ended up TKOing Vicente in round 2.
Warning from Keith Peterson. He's giving everything he hammers his way.
Let's take a look at Nursulton's latest performances, in which he fought Bruno Ferreira, in which Nursulton knocked out Bruno in round 1.
5'10", clearly on the side. Wow!
And after this, Nursulton went on to fight Zydrunas Dumas, in which Nursulton knocked out Zydrunas in round 1.
Do that though. Nursulton Ruziboev.
Now, this fight is a very interesting fight because both men have advantages and disadvantages, but then they also have some things that make it an even fight, so let's go over them. First, starting off with the fact that both men are the same age, and they have been somewhat equally active, as both men have fought in 2023, and they both just had one fight in 2024. Now, let's go over the disadvantages and the advantages. Well, first, starting off with Joaquin Buckley, the advantages that he has is the fact that he has a lot more experience in the UFC, since Nursulton only has 2 fights in the UFC, and those were his latest performances. Meanwhile, Joaquin Buckley has been around for some time. But then I would say Nursulton has a lot more advantages than Joaquin Buckley, like the obvious fact that he is 6'5" and Joaquin Buckley is 5'10", and unlike Joaquin Buckley's on a 3-fight winning streak with 2 of those wins coming by knockout or by TKO, Nursulton's on a 10-fight winning streak with all of them coming by knockout or by submission. And although he might not have the more experience in the UFC, overall his record does stand way better than Joaquin Buckley's, since he has 34 wins with 12 coming by knockout and 20 coming by submission, and he only has 8 losses. Meanwhile, Joaquin Buckley has 18 wins with 13 coming by knockout, and he has no wins by submission, and he does have 6 losses. So in the end, based off everything I talked about, I think if the fight becomes a striking match, I do think that Nursulton wins. And if it becomes a grappling match and if it goes to the ground, I also think that Nursulton wins. So I got Nursulton winning by knockout or by submission.